third part of the flying fish build. Today we're putting on all the other parts, a bunch of these things, motors and stuff. So let's just get started. There will be another episode of this for the body, but that's not next episode. This is sometimes in a month or two. So yeah, let's get started in this. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna mount the motor, this thing. So to do that, we need to remove this thing. Okay. And we're gonna move this plate. So I've tested this before, and the way I seen it work is we put these on here, and we put some spacers. I'm gonna tell you why later, but more spacers. And so with this particular motor, I had to do some filing in to fit this, but should be good. Now the reason for the spacers is that this ledge will interfere with this inside ledge here. So let's put this together. And I think we're gonna go ahead and Loctite this. So a bit of Loctite. Good. Now for the pinion gear. I'm going to put some Loctite on this as well. If I did this right, there should be just a little bit of play. Just a little bit, maybe too much. We can adjust that. There, perfect. Okay, so now this is on. We're gonna put this thing back. Slide this thing over and push it back in. Just like that. Do the front bit. That sounds fun. I believe of these body posts is the longer ones. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna mount some of the posts. Like that. And these need to be so you had to put a lock nut here. Now we put these posts on, and for that we're gonna be needing a proper screw for that. Wonder if it's this thing. Yeah, looks like it. A bit Loctite. Insert it. Put the little post in there. And thank you. There you go. Now we have all the body posts. We put the foam on, just like that, and the metal bracket. And since it goes to metal, and these are these screws. Great, that's the bumper mounted. Right. Next up is this thing. It could be mounted something like this. It's worth to note that these aren't symmetrical, so you need to figure out the orientation of that. And we're gonna be putting this plastic piece on top. Great. So screws for those. And the rear ones, they go into plastic, so you need plastic screws for these. And that would be these silver ones. Great. This little piece here goes on the side. I guess it protects from dirt and stuff. Right? Goes in plastic, so it's one of these silver ones. Don't push it in all the way, because there's one of these small plastic ones from the bottom we have to do. Now we can torque it down. That's great. Now we can put one of these here. Just don't torque it down too hard. Good. Just like that. Now, I had to put some shims in here, and you'll see why in a little minute. Let's see if we can loosen this up a little bit more. Yeah, if this is too tight, it will not work. Now, there's a gap for these, so I'm not gonna pull them down all the way. Just a little bit. Great. So let's start working on the servo now. Gonna need some parts from here. Now there might be some flashing here on this part, so just cut that off. So just push that in, push that in, Because right now I'm gonna mount the servo. Servo fits like something like this, and this is gonna fit something like that. So yeah. Now we can do this in. So, there. Now I have the servo mounted, and this thing actually clears the servo. That's why I had to put some spacers in there, because they previously didn't clear. Okay, so servo horn. I'm just gonna and not so tight. Right. Now comes the hard part. Well, this goes on like that. So I'm gonna figure out how to attach this thing here on this servo horn. So I fitted this thing here. I also put a lock nut. All I had to do is drill a little and just work. Then comes the hard part. Snapping these teeth. I say hard part, but you know, relatively easy. Yep, this thing. That. There it goes. Okay. More parts. Right. Thanks. Battery posts are here. Not sure if I will keep these, but they're gonna be left on for the moment. Yeah. Looks fine like that. This thing, yeah. This thing is incredibly adjustable, but oh well, we'll see. Good. I think we're pretty done here with the frame and things to attach. These might get adjusted a little later when I fit the body. So I'm gonna do the electronics now. My tape. Oh, it's right here. Okay. We'll put it like this. Connect these up. Good, I can cinch that down there. So this thing goes like that. Gonna pull the antenna through this hole and attach this thing. Oh. Then we attach this there. That one there. So I'm gonna do now is gonna put on these wheels and bind this thing, like zip tie this. So everything's done here. You just need to attach an antenna and these cables. Now this receiver is a little bit tricky. Because you turn it on and there it goes. Last time it was like a minute. And it even has a little bit of gyro and cool. So with that done, this build is almost finished. I only have the body left. I haven't ordered that, or there's not that much great of weather now to actually paint it. So I'm just gonna ask you to comment below on which type of body you would like to see, and yeah, then we'll get that done in the spring. But in the meanwhile, please subscribe, please like, and have a nice day.